What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pick Plug back again with another video, and today we're about to some Wednesday picks for today. We got a pretty decent slate to go over for today's picks. So as always, if you guys are liking these picks, comment down below your favorite picks of the day and smash that like button if you guys do want these plays to cash out. As always, if you guys do want these plays as soon as they drop, make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn your post notifications so that you guys don't miss out on future videos. A lot of these plays are super high value, so PrizePicks does love to take these plays off the board or just completely bump them so that they lose value and plays aren't as good as they come out. So if you guys do want these picks as soon as they drop, turn your post notifications so that you guys don't miss out on them. Man, the outlet has been hitting on all cylinders recently. Some key players have been cashing the outlet out. Just today, Donovan Mitchell on the under for 6.5 assists, cashed out big time. He had 5 assists, and the lower on 0.5 3-pointers made for Giannis has been a huge money bag for a lot of members. People have been spamming that line, the under on 0.5 points or 0.5 rebounds for Giannis, or 0.5 threes, sorry, for Giannis recently. And a lot of people did cash out from the taco plays, especially Damian Lillard. They paired it very well today overall. Both taco plays with James Harden and Damian Lillard, easy wins, and overall, if you guys are looking to cash out on the outlet, they've been killing it recently. James Harden, Damian Lillard were some huge key players, as you guys can see, that helped all the members cash out. And right now, they're picking up momentum, taking advantage of the injuries on different teams. So again, if you guys do want these plays and you do want to cash out consistently, go ahead and join up on the outlet link in the description below. Like I said, we got some great plays ahead of us for today, so without further ado, let's hop into today's picks. For our first pick today, we'll be going for a line that is not currently yet up on PrizePicks, but will be coming out later today. We'll be looking here on Outlier, which again, if you guys don't already have the Outlier app, you can click the link in the description below to get a free 7-day trial and be able to use all the historical data to make your own predictions. Right now, we'll be going for Anthony Edwards for the 28.5 points on the under. Recently, Anthony Edwards, he's 5 out of 10 in his last 10 games, averaging 29.9. Recently, Julius Randle did come back, and as you guys can see in his last game, which was the game that Julius Randle did come back in, they did end up winning against Philly. But again, Philly is a terrible defending team right now. They're really struggling, but he ended up going on the under 4 points. Now, today, he is going up against a similar team, the Hornets. They are struggling defensively. They are 13th in opposing rank. And honestly, against teams in general, they have been struggling defensively. But this just means that now that Julius Randle is back, he does take a lot more of the on-ball, which means Anthony Edwards does score a little bit less with Julius Randle on the court. If we look at the last 2 games that they've played against the Hornets, which was last year, as early as last year in November, they did end up winning. He had 21 points in that matchup. He's averaging 32.9 minutes. And overall in the last 10 games, he's been averaging 35.4 minutes. I do see Timberwolves coming out of this game with the win. And overall, Anthony Edwards not having to try too hard to go on the over for this line. I do see 28.5 just being a little bit too high for him of a prop to go on the over for. He's gone the under in 3 out of his last 5 games overall. And like I said, I just really do like this line for the under overall. If you guys do like this play, let me know what you feel about it down in the comment section below if you guys are tilling this or not. For the next prop today, we'll be going back over to the Outlier app. We'll be looking for Desmond Bane on the under for points plus assists on 30.5. I do like this line simply because in the last 20 games, he's only gone the over in 5 out of his last 20 games, averaging 27.5 or 27.45. Head-to-head, he's 0% on this line, missing this line in 4 straight matchups versus OKC, recently just playing them on the 8th of February. They ended up going on the under. He only had 20 points with 5 assists. And now, recently, they've been juicing his lines just a little bit too much at 30.5 points plus assists. I don't see him going on the over for this line, especially since Jaren Jackson Jr. is out for this game, which does take a chunk of his assists away. On top of that, Desmond Bane has failed to exceed the 30.5 points plus assists in 15 out of his last 19 games at home. So he's playing even worse at home. If we look here, in home games, he's 4 out of 10 in the last 10 games. In the last 20 games, he is 4 out of 20. So he hasn't been playing the best. And going up against the OKC defense, they are a defensive powerhouse this season. They are second in points allowed right now, only limiting teams to 107 points per game. As well as assists, they're 5th in assists allowed as well. So they're playing phenomenal right now. when it comes to defending teams. And overall this season, Desmond Bane has been playing good. He's been playing against some solid teams, but when it comes against those great defensive teams, like for example Cleveland, which he did just play the other night, he had 15 total points plus assists. Against the Knicks, which is like a mid-tier team when it comes to defense. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not that great. He had 28 points plus assists. And again, versus OKC, which he did just play them within the last 10 games, he had 20 points with 5 assists. So I do like this line for the under overall, especially without Jaren Jackson Jr. This is going to be a much tougher game for him to get assists. And I do see them lowering this line later in the day, probably down to 29.5. So if you guys do find this line on PrizePicks as soon as it pops out, go ahead and take the under for that line. I do think it is a great play. He's averaging 35.5 minutes, and he still isn't able to go on the over consistently for this line. So he's been actually getting in foul trouble in a couple of games. In his last 2 games, he had 3 fouls and up. And in previous games before, he's had up to 4 fouls. So he hasn't been playing the best defensively, which can lead him to get even less minutes. So this is all just adding up for him to go on the under. If you guys do like this play, let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section below. Before our last play today, I do want to mention, if you guys do get this video to 450 likes before any of these games start, I will be dropping a bonus pick for you guys in the pinned comment below. So make sure to check back on this video for that bonus pick. If you guys do want to cash out, we did cash out on our last bonus pick. So if you guys do want that bonus play from directly my personal picks on Instagram, go ahead and smash that like button. This play will have another pick to go alongside it, just to tail for an easy, simple 2-pick play. For those of you guys that do like those 2-man slips, they do cash out very often. We'll be going over to the Outlier app. We're looking at Malik Monk for the points plus rebounds plus assists, 28.5 on the under. He's gone the under in 8 out of his last 10 games. He's only gone the over against teams like the Pelicans and Portland, which are very poor defending teams. The Pelicans are 28th in opponent rank, so they're second worst when it comes to defense. And against the Portland, they are kind of mid-tier right now, but overall, he hasn't been playing the best, especially since Zach LaVine has come on board. He's been taking a little bit more of a back seat, not really scoring too much, and he's been playing consistently, but just not hitting his normal numbers. If we can see here head-to-head, he's 2 out of 6 already versus the Denver Nuggets. And the Denver Nuggets, they aren't the best defensive team, but they can definitely blow out teams with their scoring. So this could be one of those games where they end up getting blown out. And also keep in mind, there is no Domantas Sabonis today. He is out for today's game. And Malik Monk is already a game-time decision due to a right toe sprain. So he most likely will not be playing as hard. He may even be on a minutes restriction. So keeping all that in mind, Malik Monk most likely will be going on the under for this line, 28.5. But also keep in mind the Nuggets, they do have a lot of players on the game time decision, including Nikola Jokic. So if Nikola Jokic is a game time decision, if Aaron Gordon is a game time decision, definitely do be careful about this line. Or if all these players ended up being out, like Nikola Jokic and Aaron Gordon combined, definitely just fade this line. But overall, as it is now, considering that everyone will be playing, including Malik Monk, except for Domantas Sabonis, that is a definite out. I do like this line for the under for 28.5. Overall, I think it's a great pick. And for that second play that you guys definitely do need to tail with this play, it would have to be the Giannis on 0.5 points on Sleeper, which again, if you guys don't already have access to the Sleeper app, this is the perfect opportunity to do so. Right now, you can get a free square on Sleeper, easy pick on sale that you guys can take advantage of. And right now, Sleeper is basically giving out free money at this point, because right now you can use code TROPHY to win up to 100 times on your first slip, as well as get up to $500 on your first deposit match. You can double your deposit. If you put down $50, you get an additional $50 when you use code TROPHY. So if you guys do want access to that free square, use code TROPHY, click the link in the description below to download Sleeper and cash out on that free square. They got a bunch of discounts this week, so if you guys do want to win big on today's slate, as well as the upcoming slates in today's week and in this week, download Sleeper and cash out on their picks. And if you guys do want plays to go with Sleeper, you guys did see early on in the video that the outlet has been killing it on Sleeper right now, especially just today. They had a bunch of picks cashing out. James Harden has been helping so much for the outlet. Luka Doncic had an amazing game today, going on the over, as well as LeBron on that 0.5 points. That was a free pick that cashed a bunch of people out, and Kevin Durant overall had a great night as well. Another one of the many plays that cashed out was the Tim Hardaway on the 13.5 points plus rebounds. So again, if you guys don't want access to all these plays, they're linked in the description below. They've been killing it recently. VIP members have been taking advantage of that outlet AI, the player props, and the game spread. So if you guys do want access to all that, join up on the VIP. That will be all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, click that like button, as well as follow me on Instagram at PickPlugYT if you guys do want any additional updates or personal plays that I may drop later in the day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.